Good morning. I'm here at Livingstone Public Land Use Area here in Alberta. There is plenty of primitive camping allowed out here. You just need a permit per person out here to camp. For the Alberta, I guess, public land use primitive camping permit, that's what you need. And you also actually need a Kanaskus conservation pass to park here. But there are a ton of camp spots down here. I'm on Route 40 off of Route, I believe it was 22 we came, and we're going to head north. It's actually a beautiful area. We're surrounded by mountains on the west and mountains on the east. Not a lick of cell signal, but it's pretty wild. Very few people here. In fact, we didn't see anybody camp, but someone just happened to camp right up from us, and we heard them last night. That's what's funny, is there's all this land and we didn't see anybody camping. And the only other campers are right down. But this is our camp setup. Right now it's the morning, it's very bright, or it's very cold, and the sun is out. A little bit of cloud, so it's not as warm as possible in the sun. Tina is sitting out in the sun reading a book now, looking at some maps. And I'll show you a bit around camp. Last night we had a fire when we got here. There was a huge fire ring here. So we found a dead tree that was just cut down, long dead. It was dry, so I cut it up and used the branches to start the fire and used the logs. And we had a little fire. We only used a few logs. We're going to have another fire tonight to keep warm, because it does get quite cold in the night. There is a little stream here. There's a river here, but it's very muddy, but there's a little stream that feeds into the river. So we went over there, got some water, and I filtered it to a gallon jug. And here's our filtration. It's basically just like a 1.5 gallon bag. And you connect this tube to it and you just connect the Sawyer. Easy does it, gravity. And then I filtered, and we left it in the sun, so we're gonna kind of shower today, at least bathe, and then go down with the rest of the day. We were hiking quite a bit. I didn't film any of it because I just kind of wanted it to be us just spending time together. But a few days ago we went up Prairie Mountain off of, I believe, Route 66 by the Elbow River provincial area, and it was great. It was just like we got above tree line, we got to hike in the snow for some bits here and there, and it was a really nice hike. It was like 2,200 feet over 2 miles. It was steep. And after that we hiked the Fullerton Loop, which is only like 2 miles altogether, but maybe like 500 feet again, 600. And today is a rest day. My legs feel better. They were pretty sore. Both our legs were sore. Yeah, it's still pretty sore. We're not as strong as we used to be. So today is going to be a completely rest day, bathe day, and I want to do a couple things I need to do, especially for the awning. New awning, and I want to get the poles set up just right. So the great thing about this awning is you can just pull it out. It has this crosswing support, so it suspends itself. You don't need poles. And there's 3 different lengths you can go. This is the shortest. And I generally put it here because it's more resistant against any kind of gusts. And I only need it in case it rains or something. It could protect the back window. I usually keep the back window open, and if I don't have this awning, rain will drip in and it's a mess. So that helps protect against that. But they do sell poles, so when it gets really windy, you can stick a pole through here and stake down the bottom. I do have awning poles before, so I just need to modify it. Call me cheap, but at the website, they sell the poles for $90, and then with shipping and tax, so we'll say $100. But I have poles that cost about $40, $45. And I looked at their awning poles and saw how they set it up, and I think I could just do it myself with my current poles. You just need some kind of friction knot so it holds the top against the pole, so it prevents this from popping off the pole. So I was thinking an icicle hitch, or I think one's called like a clem hike hitch or something. I was gonna try either one, see which one works best. And after that, the bottom of the pole has the same kind of hitch, and then you stake the rope right into the ground. So the stake goes into the ground at the base of the pole, not like with the huge guy line, which quite often you trip over or walk into or you close neck yourself. So it's nice having a stake at the base of the pole. So I'm going to try that today. So that's one of my goals for today, as well as cleaning myself. But it's supposed to get up in the 80s today, and that's a lot warmer than it has been. So we're going to wait till it gets warmer. But it's crazy, and we're trying different cooking things as well. I'm going to use the Hot Logic again. We're going to cook quinoa with some bagel, with broccoli and cauliflower, and we estimate that's going to take 3 hours. So I'm getting ready to lay out the solar panels as well, just so we can max it out so it doesn't drain at all, because we don't know what it's going to be like the next couple of days. We'll see. I don't know if I've shown you this before as well, but this is just a REI folding, like a backpacking chair, but I just sit in there. This is the same sit pad I carry throughout the entire Appalachian Trail. I just put there to keep the butt warm. This is just the table. It's a cheap little table you can get on Amazon, all kinds of no-name brands. I can show you it too if you'd like. But this table is pretty cool. It's a Soto table, and it's just like a little table. It's nice because you can just put it here and put things on top, just keep it from getting dirty. But it folds up really in a unique manner. So the Soto table, you may have seen it online, but all it does, you just fold it like this, push these legs back and down, and it's flat, and you put it in its sleeve. And that's how quickly it folds down. And to unfold it, you just take it out of the sleeve and do this, and it's a table, and you could use it right away. Pretty sweet table. Really enjoy this table. It's a little pricey for how small a table it is, and it's short, but very useful, especially if you're going to cook or something. It's all aluminum, so you're not going to like melt any rubber bits and stuff. I've seen people use wood stoves on top of it, gas stoves. I don't know if you'd want to, just because it's a nice surface, but you can, and it helps protect the forest floor from getting scorched. But pretty nice little table. From our campsite we can see this huge hill. I think someone laid out some rocks and put Canada with a little maple leaf over there. And I was wondering if you could see animals up there. On the drive down here we saw 4 bighorn sheep just on the side of the road. I don't know what we could see up there, but that's one mountain. As we pan further, you could see another mountain with a little bit of snow up there. And there are a couple of other mountains on this side, but unfortunately the sun is right in the way. But Thunder Mountain and another mountain just covered in snow. It's a pretty nice little camp spot. And our camp spot is kind of tucked away in the trees, so it's not too hot when the sun's going. But there is plenty of sun for solar. All this would be sunny throughout the day. Dinner today was quinoa with broccoli, cauliflower, and then we cooked up a sausage and then laid it up on there and got some habanero sauce all over it, some little salt and pepper. Give you a good look here.
It actually looks way better than I thought it would. With the sauce on there, but that's dinner. This is my second one.